flourishing. Poster boy for living trill. Spill your guts, you little slut. You know you wanna fuck. She act like she don't want this big dick, man. I hate when it's stuck up. It still amazes me. The shit that's plain to see. Yeah.
What's up? It's Noah Neebs. Okay, today we're gonna do the first video on reverb, and this one is gonna be about room reverb, which is like the main plugin that I use. It's one of the stock plugins in Studio One. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So first of all, to set up the reverb, you want to send it as a AUX SEND. So how you do that, basically, just come down here. This is a real short, fast way to do it. I'm gonna go more into this shit in another video. So I usually do SD Ballad or SD Bright, but pretty much all these presets work. You can use them in different ways, but these two are ones that I found out really sound really good. I like the way they sound. And then yeah, so say if I was working on a track and I was just starting, all you do is boom, you'd have it over here. So you'd have your compressor EQ, boom boom boom. I'm like starting to not use this compressor and just run compressor EQ, then reverb, then delay. I was doing this for a little while. Might do it in the future, but I don't know, because this one track I did sounded fine without it, so no real need to put it if it sounds fine without it. Okay, so that wouldn't be there, but you would just drag this over here and you just drag it right there. You just put it right there and that, and then when you drag it over, it would create this bus channel, which is this room reverb, and we'll just name this one verse. Okay, so this is the reverb that is for your verse, and then you want to set a different one for your dubs and your adlibs or whatever. So the verse one is going to be dry, and you want to kind of like keep things up front. Don't put too much reverb. The more reverb, you're going to clutter your mix. So you need it there, but you want as little as possible, basically, especially for the verse. And then for the dubs and the overdubs and the adlibs and shit like that, the stuff you add on it that you're gonna pan, you can put a little more reverb and then kind of push it back a little bit. So yeah, this is the room reverb plugin. So yeah, first thing you have to remember is when you drop it down over here into a AUX SEND, you actually need to push the mix up to 100%. Do that first. So I'll just fucking. So here's just the fake track I'm gonna use. So yeah, so okay, boom. I wanted to put this reverb on it. Okay, wouldn't have this either, or that. So they boom, we got the compressor and EQ. I want to put reverb on it, drop that stuff. Make sure you go here, because there's these regular ones. And then you go send FX, which you're gonna send it, and this one already has the mix set to 100%, so you don't need to. So you're gonna get the mix set 100% right there. Boom. If it's not 100%, set 100%. So how you're gonna adjust the reverb is you're gonna adjust the sound, so the size, whatever, and then the reverb time up here. And the pre-delay, blah blah blah. We'll go with that and more to that another one. So you adjust the sound of the reverb here, and then leave the mix at 100%. And when you're listening to it,
mirage, astonishment in disguise. There's a lot everywhere you look is hidden. Keys to see the analog before your time's up on the clock. Too many lives and on the block.
okay, so when you're listening to it, this is the verse reverb. So when you're listening to it, what you want to do, you're playing it.
Yeah. I open up the door and
the track is going to be playing too, but I don't want to have the track so you can hear me right now. But okay, so you're going to be playing it. You're going to be going up and down on the fader, adjusting the fader levels, but then also adjust. It's going to be at 0 at first, so you want to adjust your reverb. So you kind of hear that's too much. You kind of hear that's too much when it's at straight at 0 or whatever, a little more than that. So you want to do is you bring it down as much as possible, and then bring this down.
Got your little slut, you know you wanna fuck. She act like she don't want this big dick, man. I hate when it's stuck up. It still amazes me. The shit that's plain to see, yeah. Mesmerize, astonishment in disguise. There's a lot everywhere you look. Just hit it.
Okay, so if you hold shift, you actually can like slowly go up and down on the fader. So it's not just like, I think if you just move with the mouse, the fader will move by like 0.3 dB. So but if you hold shift and then you move the fader, then the fader's gonna go slower, so you can like get a better feel on when you're finding the levels. So basically, you wanna bring this one down and then make sure you have a little bit of reverb pop. Keep the main verse nice and dry. And this delay, just the delay I threw on it, and we'll go into delay in another video. But you just throw it on there and you turn it down a lot too, and basically you kind of want to feel it. Sometimes if you want to use the slap to do like different delay throws, you can do that. But I would usually set that on another track, like like I showed in the other video. But okay. Then you have then I make a verse verb and then a hook, or no, a dub verb. Sorry, excuse me. So you have your hook, your dub verb here. You usually want them to be two different reverbs, like plugins or plugins if possible, but if not, at least two different settings. And then so yeah, so the main thing to keep in mind is that you want the verse to be nice and dry, but then the overdubs and adlibs, you can kind of be more free with them and put more reverb, push them back a little bit. For the dubs, I like to try using this one's like Cathedral. There's like the other Big Room presets. You can try. They all sound pretty good, but also the SD Ballad works good. I use SD Bright for the verse and SD Ballad for the overdubs. SD Bright is like, I don't know, I think it's a plate, I don't know. It has a nice bright reverb sound, and then Ballad is more like a darker, kind of softer sound too. It's a little more, I don't know, I can't explain, but yeah, it's you would use it in a ballad. What do you know? Okay. So make sure how much you want to be. Don't be adding too much. It's a real sign of an amateur. If you put too much reverb all the time, be careful. And also, the more reverb you have, that's taking up space in your mix, so, and headroom and stuff. So you need to make sure you leave as much space as possible for the beat that you're gonna be putting in, because that needs to be loud as possible, because you need to feel the music. But yeah, so you want to also just think about it in terms of like textures. So you're gonna have your main verse texture and then your dubs texture, and those are gonna be two different reverb textures instead. And then think of it like that instead of trying to be like, oh, I want to put this vocal in a room and I want to put this one in a club or something. It's harder to think about like that. But you just want to have each of them in their own area, or each of them in their own space, and just make sure it sounds good and make sure it fits. Like, just use your ears as the judge. As long as it sounds good, it sounds good. And yeah, that's in comparison to tracks that you hear on the radio or whatever you're listening to refer to. But yeah, the key is just keep mixing and keep playing with the different settings, and you'll slowly get better over time. And yeah, quick one. The other reverb is this one right here. Mixverb. I'll go to that in another video, but take a look for now. But yeah, so thank you. That's it for now. Can you do me a big favor? Thumbs up, subscribe, do all that stuff. And also go down below in the link and check out all the new music, including the new Mixtape In My Room, which I dropped like a month or two ago. But for free on DatPic, go check it out. We're about to start doing videos too, so go download it, go take a listen. It's really good. Enjoy it. But yeah, follow me, whatever do you want to do. And until next time, mixing instrumentals with No One Needs. Alright, peace out.